Yo, 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 yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? Peace and love. Peace and love. Happy. It's Friday. It feels like Saturday. It's been a long Friday. But we're here. Tail end of it. Tail end of day 28. Oh, I don't know why I opened that. That was there. Oh my goodness. Mm. Yeah, man. Fiery grandmother passed. I'm gonna open Facebook to upload. She sent me a message. So I didn't see it. Mm. Whew. Life. Rest in peace to Miss Fletcher, the OG, the legend. So committed to serving her community. We're here live right now talking about the importance of designing. Let's go design it. Design ING. Yo, what's the deal though? Peace and love. Happy Friday, man. Friday, April 10th, 2026, man. The third of the way through the month. The month is almost over for real, right? Like it's almost over 20 more days left in this month. Today is day 28 of this hunger strike and fast. 4 weeks. 4 weeks is a long time with no food. It's fucking brutal. I wouldn't recommend this for nobody. All right. I mean, unless somebody got like a severe illness, right? You got cancer, some shit like that. Fast. Don't eat for a month. Right. Absolutely. Right. Tons of evidence. Tons of scenarios where stage 4 cancer, stage 3 cancer, all of the fucking severe illnesses have been reversed by simple fasting. Fast and detox. Get that shit out of your system. Right, shit shrinks. My brother, who transitioned in 2018, he didn't do a month fast, but he did change his diet. My mentor, Haru Shango, had him on some herbs and some teas and had him drinking certain shit and eating certain shit. And he was losing weight and his tumor was shrinking. And he got nervous. He was, at the time, the age was 63. 63, yeah, he was turning 63. He was 62 years old, going on 63. Black man from Queens. And, been in prison for 26 years. And not sure if you guys are aware, but a lot of people, black people, right, think that people in general equate health to weight, right? Oh, I'm healthy, gotta have a lot of weight on me, right? Gotta have a belly. That means I'm eating good, right? We say, yo, I'm eating good, and you're fat, like, and there's no judgment with it. That's what it is, right? It's actually bad eating that's not food, that's not moving through your system. You're not eliminating, you're not digesting. My brother got nervous. He said he was losing too much weight too fast. And we had the guy was like, yo, but you said the tumor is shrinking. You said you just went to the doctor. And the doctor said, yo, what are you doing? The tumor is shrinking, right? You are improving. But he was more concerned about his weight, which is, again, is valid, right? Like everybody got their own concerns. Like he, I guess, didn't feel as strong on his legs and his body. So literally he reverted back to eating a regular steak and potatoes and all of the shit that he was not supposed to be eating. And within, I think, 2 weeks, the tumor it tripled in size. And then another 2 weeks later, I think that was February, 2 weeks, and another 2 weeks later, he was in hospice. Yeah, that was quick. That was like maybe January. Then he was in hospice in March. So I don't remember, but he ended up passing in the end of March. March, I think, 23rd or 24th, some shit like that. Because I remember my birthday, right? I couldn't fight no more. I went over there, we bought some vegan cheesecake, my children and I. We ate some vegan cheesecake with him. And the next day, because he was at hospice in the house first, then the next day he went up to the Calvary up in the Bronx, right? My sister took him to, because she was like, and understood, right? Like he didn't want to go to the hospital, but she was like, I can't have another person die in this house. Our father passed in the house, our older sister passed in that house, and now our brother was sick in the house. And she was like, I cannot continue to live here if another person transitions in this house, right? So she was like, as much as she loves her big brother, she was like, I can't deal with it no more, right? Like, and so he went up to Calvary up in the Bronx. And she was there every day with him, right? It wasn't like she didn't want to be bothered with him. She was like, I can't, like, because you're gonna transition soon, right? You're gonna transition. Like, that's where it's at. Even though I was like, you could be saved, you just got to get back, right? Like, I had 100% faith. I also, was started going through my divorce and my emotional shit, taking care of the children. A lot of shit was happening in 2018, right? The early 2018. And so, yeah, that's what ended up happening, right? Yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up, right? But fasting. That's what I was saying. I wouldn't recommend fasting to anyone unless you have a severe illness. But fasting is the fountain of youth. Is like the secret of life, right? Super ancient, super old. People have been fasting for generations, for centuries. I spoke about it earlier on. And freaking 28 days is crazy. We've been streaming for 28 days. It's like literally a whole month. Earlier in the month, in the March, at some point, I was talking about, middle of March, I was talking about fasting and spirituality, how people have used fasting not just for physical health reasons, but for mental health, emotional health, and spiritual reasons. Man, you busting that shit down. Yeah, I'm hearing you cut. She's over here eating, busting that shit down. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to eat with her again. I cannot wait. We have some incredible meals. We have some incredible times generally, but especially when we eat, we cook together, we dance, and we eat together. It's always a beautiful fucking time. But today is day 28, man. Day 28. I did not weigh myself today. I'm not out the crib. Obviously, we're still here. A lot of emotions still, right? A lot of decisions to make, right? Around because court next Thursday. Go outside, pack up, leave, go to court, come back. So making some executive decisions, changing some plans around. Definitely getting out this crib though this weekend. Pack some shit up tonight, organize some shit, and get some more shit to storage tomorrow. And that is the goal, to be out of here. Right? Leave maybe a few things that I'm gonna come back and get during the week when I'm ready to go outside. So I gotta go to Brooklyn or wherever to get it. But yeah, man, day 28. It's a lot happening. It's a lot going on. Physically, mentally, emotionally, I still feel physically strong. Obviously 28 days of not eating, working out and dealing with all of the shit. There is some fatigue, but it's not like chronic fatigue. It's not like I'm always tired or I can't move. I've got energy. I've got energy to run, to walk, to lift, and to do everything else that needs to be done. All right. I got the energy for. What are you over there doing, girl? Hey, this girl is a trip. Oh man, but we are here. Oh snap! I'm looking at the doll behind me. This was my son's doll, right? Samir, with the Transform America outfit on. I don't know where Usha's is at. Usha might have took it, might have got lost somewhere. This was mine, right? Also got a Transform America outfit for him. Transform America is my community organization. That's the mission, right? The mission is to transform America. And it's crazy because when I think about all the things that I created, all the organizations, the companies, the brands that I've built, they all really coincide with each other. Like I remember we had a campaign years ago, Getting Back to Glory campaign, right? And it was about getting people back to having a sense of pride in their neighborhood, having a sense of pride in their life, showing up like with pride, like of who they are, right? Getting back to glory, taking care of each other, the community, and everything that we've built, we've done activations around, right? Some stuff lasted and kept going, right? Like we did the what's the name, which is actually coming up. It's crazy. Bless the Corners is coming up. Holy cow. Bless the Corners is coming up. 3rd Saturday in April. Tomorrow's the 2nd Saturday. It's next Saturday. Next Saturday, Bless the Corners. We ain't gonna be able to do it the way because we're gonna be outside hunger striking, but we're gonna bless a corner, play some music. Wow, it's crazy. I didn't even think about that. But like Bless the Corners, that came out of the Live in Peace movement, right? Live in Peace, which is something that we also took Bless the Corners we did in California, right? Which is going in Queensbridge or any community, because we did it in Queensbridge, we did it in Ravenswood, we did it in LA, and I believe we did it in a neighborhood in Brooklyn, right? I'm going to every corner in the neighborhood, lighting a candle, saying a prayer, holding a meditation, and talking about different virtues, right? I would print out paper with Queensbridge had 24 corners, so 24 virtues that lead to the more harmonious neighborhood, the more peaceful neighborhood, right? Patience and temperance, right? And love and just different virtues that I believe will lead. So I build a lot of things. Now we're building this world healing system, all right? A whole new way of living that encompasses taking care of the whole human being, and that is where we at. So before we go forward, tonight's topic is we're talking about how to design a life that supports your growth automatically. How do you design your life in a way that's going to help you stay consistent, sustain your consistency, sustain your discipline, sustain your growth, right? Without question. And because a lot of us have questions, right? Every day, wake up, well, what am I going to do today? What do I need to do? If you design that shit, and this goes back to structure, this goes back to planning, this goes back to schedule, which is not my strongest suit. I am a lot better now than I have been in the past with scheduling just time, right? Schedule my show in the morning. This is part of the schedule. Still got a lot of work to do around that. But I know that designing your life helps you. Right, because that's you fall back to your structure. That's what you follow. You got big goals. You try, you strive, you motivate, you inspire. You fall back on your structure, and that's what carries you. That's what keeps you consistent. And that's what helps you sustain your growth, your progress, and your transformation. Right. But before we move forward, let us ground. I'm gonna do a short grounding exercise, if you will. If you are able to, if you are laying down or sitting down, just find a comfortable position. Just allow yourself to be in that space, whatever space you are in right now, physically be there. Whatever emotional or mental space you are in right now, be there. I like to think that the only way to get through something is to get through it, not to go around it, not to avoid it, not to try to get over it, but to go through it. So wherever you are right now, in your body, in your mind, in your heart, be there and breathe into it. Remembering that no thing lasts forever. There is a time for everything, every feeling, every thought, every circumstance, every condition will cease to be what it is. Breathe into that. I've lived long enough to learn that every single thing that shows up in your life shows up as a teacher, shows up as a lesson, as a message. Either as something you need to continue to work on, something you need to give attention to, or reminder of something you have grown from. Read into that. Know that the way you are right now, with any challenges you may be experiencing, regardless of your situation or circumstance, right now, in this moment, you are safe. In this moment, you are loved. In this moment, you are sacred, you are cherished, and you are adored. And you are enough, just as you are. Just as you are, with all of the challenges, all of the obstacles, all of that which you would call shortcomings or flaws, you are still enough. You are worthy of love, and of peace, and of community, and of success. Read into that. And if you will, affirm simply, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Breathe into that. When you're ready, you can slowly begin to open your eyes, move your toes, move your fingers, move your neck roll. Come back to the space. Thank you for grounding with me. Thank you for being here. The food is still hot. You busting that down. You ate so fast.
I tried.
Oh man. But yo, man, we are here day 28. Day 28 of 50. Let's pull up these notes, man, and let's get to it. Day 28 live stream theme. Lifestyle design, how to build a life that supports your growth automatically. Opening question is, what if growth didn't feel like a constant fight? What if you did not have to feel like you are constantly fighting to make progress, fighting to grow, whether it was physically, emotionally, career-wise, economically? What if growth did not feel like a constant fight? What if your life was set up in a way where doing the right thing was the easier thing? A lot of people say, oh, it's easier said than done. It's easier to say that than to actually do that. No, what if doing it was actually easy? Because you set your life up that way. You designed your schedule that way. You designed. And as we know, consistency, persistence, over time, it becomes normal, right? It becomes like, this is just not just what I do, but this is who I am, right? And that's the key. That's the key of going from this is who I am to this is what I do, is actually doing the thing, right? Just doing a thing, whatever the thing is. Do that shit. Do it so long. Do it with so much enthusiasm, right? Like, even if you don't feel like it, do that shit because it's who you are. And when it's who you are, this is just what I do. It's no longer a question, right? It's no longer a question for me, right? Whether I get the steps done early in the day. We spoke about that last night. What are your minimum standards, right? What are your non-negotiables? There's no question. I wake up, I'm a little behind, I'm going to meditate. If I can't get the whole 20 minutes in first, I'm going to get a few minutes in, do what else I got to do, and then go back and meditate again before I get into anything else. No question that at the end of the show, if I ain't got my steps in, I'm going to fucking run and get my 10,000 steps, right? By any means necessary. That's what I'm going to do. And it becomes easy because, like, this is just what I do. It's no longer a fight. Oh, I don't feel like running. It's like, okay, I wish I would have got it done earlier, but I didn't. I was in bed. I napped for a long time today. I'm processing and just moving through some heavy emotions. All right, now we walked a little bit. All right, still need like 7,000 steps. Cool, we're gonna get it done. No problem. Right. And so we talk about effort. Most people rely on effort. You know, I got to push harder. Right? I got to try harder. They force discipline. Right. A lot of things are forceful, but understand that effort alone is fucking exhausting. Right. You get exhausted. You cannot rely on willpower forever. Somebody did a talk recently about willpower not working. Period. Right. For a lot of men, it's like. I listened to it, I watched it, I processed it, and I understood it. You got to build systems, right? You have to build systems. And the more I grow, right, the more I commit myself to building something really, really, really beyond me. It's like systems. And this is the evolution of me, building better systems, right? Better space, right? I got to freaking get the space together. Right, and the next space is going to be a lot. I'm committed to build a system that fosters clearer thinking, right, and that just leads to just more a cleaner space, cleaner life, cleaner thoughts, right, cleaner mindset, right. Yeah, you can't rely on willpower forever. You got to build systems, and so how you build a system, right? You go from effort and sheer willpower to design, what we're talking about, right? So it's not, how do I try harder? How do I go harder? How do I figure this shit? I got to make this shit happen. It's how do I design my life in a way, right? How do I design my life in a way where my growth becomes natural, my growth becomes fucking automatic? Because that's the goal. Is you wake up, you do the thing. Before you go to sleep, this is the system. This is what you do, right? And remember, consistency is not about being perfect. It's not about never missing a day. It's not about never not doing the thing, but it's about the moment you recognize, you get back to it. Right? You get back to it and you get the shit done, right? Because you design like, oh shit, I fell off. This was going on, that was going on, but let's get back. Right? Let's get back, because when your life again is designed well, when you design your shit in a way that supports your growth, that shit becomes natural. And so success, your success, however you define success, is not simply effort. It's your environment, what's around you, designing your life, right? Who are you talking to? Who are you hanging around? Again, what does your living space look like, right? Even you got the smaller space, what does it look like? Right? How does it feel? Does it feel good to go where you live, to go home? Right? Whether you live by yourself, you live with family, it's your home, family lives with you, you live in a shelter, you live in the fucking streets, right? You live in your car, right? The brother spoke the other day about living in his car and being the happiest he's ever been, right? And built some shit from that, right? Did a play about that shit, right? Built some shit from that. So, like, it's your environment. You need to be, we spoke about this a bunch of times before, a supportive environment. Right. Excuse me. Take a sip of this agua. We spoke before about how your success in part is determined by the environment that you live in. Right? The great community, like the actual area, geographic environment, but also, again, the people around you are extremely important. So what does this mean? Right? We talk about lifestyle design. Right? It's about structuring environment. It's about shaping your routines and aligning your habits. Aligning your habits with who you say you want to become. Right? Aligning your habits. The story is so loud. Aligning your habits with who you say you want to become, who you say you're becoming. Who are you? Again, the question, it always comes back to this. Who am I? Who am I now? Who do I want to become? And what's that gap? How close am I to the person I say I want to be? Right? Am I really far away? Is it going to take a lot of work? Or it's going to take a little bit of work, a few tweaks? And most of us are closer than we think. Most of us is a few tweaks, waking up a little earlier, going to sleep a little earlier, maybe staying up a little later, right? Maybe cutting out some of this, cutting out some of that, right? Most of us are a lot closer than we think. A lot closer. A lot closer. So again, you want to structure your environment, you want to shape your routines, you want to align your habits so that your daily life supports the person you are becoming, not the person you've been, right? The person you've been. And personally, I've been able to do that, right? Stop drinking, not smoking. Did 6 months without smoking. Smoked for a couple of days. Now we're on about a month with no weed. 28 days, right? 27 days, no marijuana, right? And gonna go longer, right? And so like you can align your habits to become someone new. It's okay to become a different person. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to grow. You don't have to be who you've always been, right? You don't have to be who you've always been. And most of us think that, right? Oh, this is who I am. This is who I've been. This is how this is how I was raised. This is okay. You were raised a certain way. If you don't like the outcome, if you don't like the results of how you were raised, you can be somebody different. It's that fucking simple, right? Like, and understand you don't rise to your goals. You set huge goals. You live your systems, right? You live your systems. You live your systems day in and day out, day in and day out. You do the practice. You work on the shit day in and day out. And eventually, the goals that you set get accomplished because you're in alignment with who you say you want to become. Your goals are in alignment. Your goals are reflection, right? You're setting a goal based on who you want to become and where you want to be in your life. In the system that you put in place every single day, you stay disciplined, you stay consistent, right? Sustain that's how you sustain that shit. And before you know it, whatever goals you have, the health goals, the relationship goals, the financial goals, the lifestyle goals, they all like, oh shit, I did that. Oh shit, that's done. Oh shit, check that off the list, right? So there are 5 core areas to design your life. Again, we keep speaking on the same shit, right? The same shit because it's so important to drill us in when we're talking about becoming someone different. We're talking about the science of becoming. We're talking about the science of human transformation. We're talking about human development, right? This is what we're talking about, human potential. So 5 core areas is number 1, fucking your environment. Environment. What's around in your space, right? It's about food, nutrition, extremely important, healthy options. Right, healthy options. Again, food is not just the physical food that you eat. What are you listening to? What are you watching? Right? Is it healthy for you? Right? Or is it causing other issues? And then environment is extremely supportive energy. It's very important to have supportive people around you, not people who shoot down every dream that you have, shoot down every idea that you have, shoot down every goal that you have. Or why you want to do that for? Why you just don't be this? Why you just don't go do this? Why blah, 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 blah. No, shut the fuck up. Right? Like, but that's on you to like, if you want to grow, if you got goals, you gotta like design your life in a way to have people around you who are supportive. They don't gotta agree with everything that you do, right? They don't gotta agree with everything that you do, but to talk down about what you're doing is a problem, right? And it will be a problem whether you think it's a problem or not. It's going to affect you, right? Routine. How your day flows. What are your morning practices? Right? What do you do? What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Intentional structure, intentional, right? Like not just. And again, this is me speaking. And I know it's facts. I struggle with that. I'm fucking Pisces through and through, right? Like yo, free flowing. We see what happens. Okay, that has its place, that has its space, but like to really design your life, like you gotta have it. You gotta be structured and be intentional about your structure, and then have consistent rhythms, right? Again, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Which leads to the habits. What are you doing fucking daily? Small actions. They don't gotta be big things. Don't gotta be big things. Small actions. Meditating, praying, exercising, reading, journaling, right? Watching a certain thing that's going to help you, benefit you, right? Listening to certain podcasts or certain talks that's going to help you, right? Talking to a certain person that's going to help you, that benefits you, right? Those are your habits, and that shit you repeat consistently every single day. And when you can't do it, you get back to it as soon as you can, right? For whatever reason, you're in the hospital or something happened with a loved one, a child, a parent, and you missed it, right? You missed doing the thing. Get back to it as soon as possible, because again, consistency is not about being perfect. It's about staying persistent, right? Oh shit, I fucked. All right, let me get back to it. Oh damn, the day's almost over. I didn't do this thing. Let me do it now, right? So environment. We talk about supportive energy. Another core fucking area is the people, right? Are they supportive? One, right? But also accountability. Are they accountable, and do they hold you accountable? You need to be around people who hold you fucking accountable, right? Which is, again, so accountability is tough for a lot of us. It's very tough to hold ourselves accountable. It's very tough to hold others accountable, right? It's very tough to be held accountable by others. But it's important, right? And to have people who you are in alignment with. Extremely important. Who are you in alignment with? Because like again, it doesn't mean we're doing the same exact things. It doesn't mean like, oh, my mission is this and your mission is the same. No, is do our missions work with each other, right? Are they aligned? Are we aligned as people, right? I realized in a few past relationships that as much quote unquote love as it was, we were no longer aligned. It doesn't work, right? No longer aligned. And so as much as we want to quote unquote support each other and be there for each other, we're not aligned. And so then small little mishaps start to show up, right? Because we're not aligned no more. And alignment is key. Energy. You can feel when you are out of alignment with some people. You can feel that shit, right? You can feel that shit. Like we all know it. The challenge in relationships, whether intimate and romantic or family, friends, business, whatever the case may be, is nobody wants to leave another person. Most people don't want to leave somebody, right? They don't. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I learned that most times when you have that feeling, that you know, that thought, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings are already being hurt because you're not in alignment. So things are being said, things are not being said that should be, things are being done or not done, right? That's already causing questions. That's already causing hurt feelings, right? And so yeah, and then the fifth fucking core of designing your life is, what the fuck are you consuming? What are you taking in? All right. And yes, food extremely important. Beverages extremely important. But content, what are you watching? Right now, I'm telling you guys, I'm watching food videos all day. That's all I'm watching right now. Food videos and some movies here and there, right? But food video, I'm watching a lot of food videos. I love food. I'm a foodie. I'm not eating. Right? I'm not eating. I'm moving out my crib. I'm dealing with a lot of internal, personal shit that's really fucking heavy. Great partner, extremely supportive, grateful for that. And need another source of comfort. Food. I'm not eating it, but I'm watching mad food videos. I keep saying I sent Kimona more food videos in the last 2-3 weeks, last 28 days than I had in the last 2 years. Right? I've watched more food videos in the last 20 because I ain't even send her everything. There's some shit she don't like. I like chocolate. She don't. So I ain't sending her no chocolate shit. I might send her just for like a recipe. Like save that. We can make that with something different maybe. But like I've watched more food videos in the last month than I have in the last probably 5 years. Right? I watched today. I went back on my old TikTok to watch old videos. Organic Love Tree, what up? I watched videos of that motherfucking Stillmatic sandwich that we made, right? I watched videos of my daughter eating it. I watched videos of when Kimona and I did the Raw January last year. right? And we made the motherfucking vegan key lime pie, which Organics Love Tree had, and that motherfucking ice cream we made, that she made, actually, that avocado fucking banana cashew ice cream, is fucking busting, right? So that's the content that I'm currently consuming, right? What conversations are you having? What are you talking about, right? What are you talking about? All my conversations are around either what's going on in our personal lives, right? Individually, who I'm talking to, or like what we want to build. And people say that I'm kind of dominant. So like it's always talking about like, and not just what I want to build, but like what are we building together, right? I don't want to. My mother last week was see my mother bought us some food. She started talking about some shit. I'm like, all right, let's get back to this, right? Like let's get back to how's the food, right? Like what's going on with this? Let's talk about this. Like I don't want to talk about the drama, right? Unless again, it can be in context to like somebody we know is going through something, experiencing something, then that's valid. But just to be talking about other people, right? Other people's shit got nothing to do with us at all. Like that's not what I want to do. Don't want to talk about all the current events. Again, like I'm human, so like I may ask Kimona, yo, did you see this? Did you see what happened there? And then it's a short conversation, but it's again, it's relative to something that we're working on, or something that we're addressing, or issue in our community or in our society that matters. So it's not talking just to fucking talk, right? But what are you consuming, right? And what information? What are you reading? Right? What are you listening to? Right? Again, content, information. What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you watching? Right? So those are five cores, 5 core pillars, 5 cores to designing your life. And so know that if your environment, back to environment, if it's chaotic, your growth, I've said this before, is going to be inconsistent, right? If it's chaotic, this person doing that person doing that person saying that, this energy is over there, you're going to be like, chaotic environment oftentimes going to lead to random habits. So you're going to have random fucking results. Right? It's going to work this time. It's not going to work that time. And again, this is a reflection of my life, right? My environment has been chaotic, right? And it's chaotic now. It's very still in some areas, but it's very chaotic. It's up and down, right? It's definitely up and down. And I know that. And part of it, I don't know what to do about, right? I don't know what to do about a fucking part of my life right now that is causing chaos, right? Mental chaos, emotional chaos, physical fatigue, right? I don't know what to do about this shit, right? And so I know this, right? So like I'm speaking to me as much as I'm speaking to y'all, right? I'm sharing the path, right? Design your life. And some things to get a certain way is going to take a little more time than others, but we do as much as we can, right? We do as much as we can. We do as much as we can. And so when you design your life, you take your life out of being left up to chance. You don't design your life your growth is left to chance. Oh, it'll happen if it's meant. No, you can, like, yes, you can't force. Alignment is key, but like you could create the system, you could design your life, you could show up every day. That kind of makes the future, right? Like I can predict what's going to happen. I may not know when it's going to happen. I may not know how it's going to happen, but I know that this thing is going to work out because I'm staying consistent. I'm in alignment. It feels good when I do it. Right, like the work that I'm doing right now, like the show, this 50 days, it feels good. It's painful, it's a lot, it's taxing, but the mission, when I talk about it, when I think about it, it feels good. So I know that it's going to happen. No matter how many people tell me no matter how many people tell me it's a great idea, but I can't invest in that, it's gonna work because I'm not gonna stop until I figure it out. Right. In alignment, right? I'm not gonna stop until I got the complete community around me, and yeah, that's it. So when something becomes part of your lifestyle, right? You don't think about it, you just do it. Like you don't think about brushing your teeth, you just do it. You just do it, right? Got up, brushed my teeth, took a nap, and rinsed my mouth, right? You have daily routines, and you show the fuck up. You show up. You show up when you said you would show up as best as you can, understanding that, overstanding and understanding that life happens. But your job is to do the best that you fucking can, right? Don't leave it to chance. Do the best that you fucking can. And that's where your growth needs to live, right? The goal is to make your growth automatic, where it's not to chance. It's not like, oh, if this happens. It's not like, oh, let me see what happens. And that's how a lot of us live. A lot of people live, oh, I hope it works out. Oh, let me see. It's like, nah, like, this is what I'm doing. This is the path I'm taking. These are the daily habits. These are the non-negotiables. This is the cool, and you get there and it works, right? But remember, habits, part of it is your habits. Your habits directly connected to the type of person that you're becoming, right? And so the habits of who you are now. So there was a point in my life, right? Just a couple years ago, my habit was I would eat dinner and I would have wine or alcohol, some kind of alcoholic beverage, right? Whether hard alcohol or just wine. That was part of champagne or whatever. That was part of it. It was a habit, right? Something I'm doing. Smoke, eat, smoke, drink, however it worked out. Habit. And then I remember my sister was like, "Are you crazy?" And then I'm also working out while smoking, right? It's like, okay, cool. It's a habit, right? But then it's like, okay, I want to become the healthiest person in the world. I want to become extremely healthy. I don't ever want to develop an illness. Wasn't having bad experiences drinking, but knowing that it's not helping me. So let me change this habit, right? And so it's about becoming a person who lives a certain way naturally. Now I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in over 3 years, right? I smoked 4 days out of the last 7 months, right? Like proud of myself. Someone who smoked every day, on a wake up multiple times during the middle of the day and before sleep. Now it's like, yeah, and I'm saying I will. I might not smoke again. I may. It's not. That's not like something I'm. Oh, I don't never want to do that again. The alcohol, never again. The smoking, I enjoy smoking, but right now I got bigger goals. That like the smoking is, even if it's just time, right? Time to roll, time to smoke makes me a little tired, right? Whether it's the money that goes into it, I'd rather put that money in something else, right? So know that when your lifestyle, current lifestyle, matches your identity, who you want to become, your consistency becomes effortless. This is just what I do. Again, this is who I am, right? So this connects 100% to everything that we've spoken about so far. Your awareness, right? You know exactly what to change. You are aware of your habits. You're aware of your actions. You're aware of all of it, right? You regulate. You know how to stay grounded, right? You build the habits through your discipline. Your discipline you build the habits. Your environment, right, supports your growth and identity. You become aligned, right? This is everything that we've been talking about for the last 27 days and now 28 days. And this is how it all becomes sustainable. It all becomes sustainable. But that's the key. It's not to do things one time really well. It's to do things consistently over a long time, right? And it fluctuates. It's like it's up here, then it's down here, it's down here. But sustainability is the key. We spoke yesterday. Consistency beats intensity every fucking time. Again, every time, the more consistent you are, it's a saying, it's persistence overcomes resistance. So we need to be sustainable, and that's something that, again, this is I'm working on this shit in my life right now. Right now, I'm working on this shit in my life in so many different areas. Becoming sustainable, economically sustainable, right? Sustainable habits, right? And this rewiring, restructuring. This is who I am. This is who I'm becoming. This is who I want to become. And naturally, the habits, the drinking fell off, the smoking decreased majorly, right? The fast is important. Come back and be eating a lot better, a lot cleaner. Definitely still going to have some of my favorites, but it's not going to be like every day, right? Definitely more fruits, more like, yeah, just better lifestyle that supports the person I'm becoming, right? And so let me ask you, what in your life is making your growth harder, right? What in your life is making your growth more challenging? What could you change to make it easier? What in your life is making your growth harder? For me, it's my emotions. My emotions, specifically as it relates to my children in that situation. And what could I change to make it easier? I don't know. I do not know what I could change to make that situation, to make my growth easier in that way. All right. And that's real. That is very real. Very real. So separately from just your growth being harder, right? What's one change you can make to your lifestyle right now? One change you can make to your lifestyle right now. For me, one change I can make to my lifestyle right now is to exercise as soon as I wake up. Is to go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, exercise as soon as I wake up. Because then the day, I know that when I exercise in the mornings, I feel much better. I feel much more accomplished throughout the day. All right. So what's one thing, right? She's sleeping over there?
No.
Oh, I thought she was over there sleeping. Take her time eating. KK said, take my time eating. Absolutely. Right, absolutely. But yeah, for me, is sleep earlier, up earlier, exercise first thing in the morning. And even if I do stay up later, because I can get up early, is get to the exercise early. Right, get that shit done. I normally wait, right? And I give myself grace and compassion. Um, and I can push myself a little more at the same time, right? I think there's a fine line, right? There's a space for grace and compassion, and there's a space for pushing yourself, right? Just a little more, right? Grace and compassion is the emotional shit that comes from thinking about my children, even when I'm not actively thinking about them, just the weight of the situation, and then stuff coming up, right? Quarters coming up this week, and all of that shit has an impact. So yeah, I'm working on it, man, and I'm learning. Right, we don't gotta fight for our lives, man. We don't gotta fight. We just gotta design it. And so I am actively working to design a life that supports my growth automatically. Working to design a life that leads to me becoming who I say I ultimately want to become. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Say slowing down, creating, and sticking to a schedule. That's big facts. That's big facts. Organic Love Tree said, the year of transformation. Absolutely, man. This is it. All right, this is it. As I mentioned yesterday, all right, this morning I read on SR Daily, Mars moved into Aries. All right, a lot of shifts going on. Right, next week, next Thursday, a lot of stuff. The Mars, a lot of shit is moving into Aries. The sun is already in Aries. I think Mars, Chiron, a couple of other things, and then next Friday, it's the 17th, is the full moon in Aries, right? So there's a lot of things going on, man. It's all written in the stars. We just gotta sustain. We gotta hold, like keep our head above water until the energy of the universe that permeates all of us, like picks up, and then we follow through, and we get the shit done. But listen, guys, that is our stream for tonight. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Gotta get my workout in, right? Gotta get the rest of my steps in, get some sets in. Start to organize a little more things. I feel a lot better now than I did earlier. A lot better now than I did earlier. Thank you to KK, Mona Love, Miss Juicy. She got a lot of names, right? A lot of names, man. A little person with so many names. Such an incredible thing, right? But yo, Organics Love Tree, man. We need those sandwiches, man. Right? Obviously not now, but sometime this fall. It's fall. No, that's a long time. This spring, summer, right? The summer. We need some of that. I need some of that Organics Love Tree food. I was looking at old videos today. I posted on TikTok. Like, yeah, some of my favorites. Some of my favorite people make some of my favorite food. All right. But yo, listen, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Tell a friend. Join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same fucking place. Today's day 28 is just about done. I'm gonna do my journal writing now. I missed 3 days journal writing. I gotta get back to it. So I'm gonna do that shit now before we even go do the exercise for the next 15 minutes. See you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Peace.